Whoa, that Volvo 740 has a lot of steering angle. Huh, that's crazy.
What's up, guys? It's Drifts and Lifts here. All right, so today I want to do a little review on some new parts I got. So thanks to Ben at Kaplhenke Racing for sending these over. These are the Kaplhenke Racing Quick Steer Roll Center Correctors. So I just got these into Miss Huff not too long ago. Super easy install. It basically just bolts onto the bottom of your knuckle. So what these do is it's essentially a drop knuckle. It'll bring your tie rod pickup down, because here's where it normally would mount in. So now it goes down here. What that does is it allows your tie rod to not be angled up so much. So that essentially causes bump steer. When you hit a bump and your tie rod angle is already at such an angle, it's gonna go like this, and it's gonna change your toe while you're going over bumps and stuff like that. So when the tie rod is nice and kind of straight out from the rack, it helps with bump steer quite a bit. You don't get that toe in feeling when you go down. So basically these knuckles, you can get them on Kaplhenke Racing site. Look them up on Google. Ben's got lots of cool parts for 7/9 series Volvos as well as 240s. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. I really high quality products, and they're really good in your cars. After driving around with these, I've definitely noticed a really good difference in the steering feel. So as you guys can see, these knuckles have 3 tie rod pickup selections. So what's cool about that is if you're like circuit racing, you're gonna want it on this setting, just because you don't want your steering to be so quick ratio and twitchy. You can play with it though. That's the beauty of these knuckles, is you have 3 different settings that you can choose from, and you can try out on your car and see what you like the best. For drifting, obviously my favorite is this setting. That's going to give you the quickest steering and the most angle. As you can see, Miss Huff has pretty substantial amount of turning radius right now. Yeah, that's some good angle. We used to cut the knuckles, so as you guys can see, this is actually my previous knuckle that I was running, and you know, it did the job, but this setup with the tie rod being able to come down and not have to be so angled up is a lot better. It's a lot better way to do it. This is kind of the janky budget way. But now that I got these, I'm gonna stick with those. I like them so much that I even bought a second set for Goldie, or whatever other car I decide to throw them on. Goldie, by the way, I know you guys have been asking about her. It's just on the back burner for a little while. I don't have the funds to modify and drift 2 cars at once. If you guys want to help out with that, you can buy a Drifts and Lifts Volvo Drift Pilsner t-shirt. The link to these t-shirts is in the description of this video if you want to cop one. We got hats and hoodies, bunch of different stuff, so check that out. Good way to support the channel and allow me to get more money so I can get more of my projects going. Back to the knuckles though. So another awesome thing about these is there's a Ackerman tab here, so you can pop it out, flip it around. That's going to change your Ackerman. So Ackerman, if you guys don't know what it is, look it up. It's basically when you're at full lock, how much difference in angle of the leading wheel and the follow wheel. So if you have a 0 Ackerman setup, that means the lead wheel will have the exact same amount of angle as the follow wheel. Then if you go into, I believe, positive Ackerman, I'm actually not even an expert on this, that means the lead wheel is going to have a little more angle than the follow wheel. You can play with this. That's the beauty of these. If you want, he gives you, as part of the kit, he gives you a tab that you can put in and drill out yourself, so you can really fine tune the Ackerman. I set it on not straight up, so 0 Ackerman would be both wheels having the exact same amount of angle at full lock. I like the lead wheel to have a little bit more, not too much more, but you know, just a bit more. I find I like the feeling of it better. For big entries and stuff, I want to get as much angle in total as I can. So even if the lead wheel has a bit more than the follow, it's not a big deal. So if we look over here though, the follow wheel isn't lacking in angle by any means. This thing is like right turn. Yeah, that looks crazy actually. Because I have such low offset wheels and a spacer, it kind of looks funny because the wheel's pretty far this way. Oh man, that's some crazy angle. I have yet to try these out on a track. I've done a little bit of drifting here and there, and it felt really good. One thing I have to say though, guys, is you're probably already looking at this. I did something a little bit silly to get even more angle. You didn't really have to do this, but I actually shaved down my my strut rod bolt. So it's still solid. I've done some good driving on it. It hasn't changed in position or anything. Like, it's not gonna fall out of there. But yeah, this tie rod, when it goes all the way this way, it ends up hitting there. So I just shaved it down a little bit so I can get even more angle. But this actually isn't full lock right now. I can't put the wheel all the way when the car's sitting here because it wants to go back. So when you're drifting, you'll really know what full lock is, and it's like way over there. You're probably never gonna hit it when you're drifting. Yeah, so these knuckles are sweet, guys. Definitely check them out on Ben's site, Kaplhenke Racing. So look them up on Google. So it's pretty awesome. My phone is ringing. Give me a sec here. Okay, where was I? Just finished a phone call with the guy from the shop to look at my Dodge Cummins tranny because it's not looking so good. Yeah. So anyways, guys, moral of the story is these drop knuckles, the quick steer roll center correctors from Kaplhenke Racing, are the tits. I'd recommend them if you guys got a bit of money to spend. This is a sweet upgrade for if you're looking to drift a Volvo 740, 940. I believe he also makes them for 240s. I could be wrong though. So yeah, lots of cool stuff on the Kaplhenke Racing site. If you haven't already, check it out. He's got tons of cool stuff on there, reinforced subframes and aftermarket torque rods. I actually have a set of aftermarket torque rods that I just put in Miss Huff. I'll be doing a review on those another time. Yeah, so just the quick steer roll center correctors for now. I wanted to go over those. Yeah, it's a good piece though. As you can see, really high quality. Like the angle that this is cut at is to mimic the stock angle, so the tie rod pickups all properly, and you're not going to get any binding. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Miss Huff is rocking. It's basically good to go. So we're drifting really soon here. In a week and a half now, we have the Drift Union Invitational, and that's when we're going to be doing our team tandem comp with all Volvo 740s. Actually, one Volvo 240 as part of that, as part of our team, but the rest of us are Volvo 740s. So we got Cole in his wagon and Cody in his, hopefully, V8 740. So yeah, lots of cool stuff to come for the channel, guys. I'm gonna be messing with that Dodge Cummins truck that you guys saw me get the other episode, and it may need a new a tranny rebuild, so I'm gonna be pulling that out. It's a good truck though, so it's worth it to do some work on it and keep it alive, right? So where else do I want to go with these? Yeah, that's basically it. Oh yes, sorry, I need to remind you that for the quickest setting on this knuckle, to get the most angle, I actually had to take out my sway bar. So you could still get quite a bit of angle with the sway bar in there, but the tie rod was hitting it, so I took that out and got even a little bit more. Yeah, what I did is I just put stiffer springs in, so I went to 10K springs in the front, which is pretty stiff, but without a sway bar, it's kind of what you want. It actually feels really good, so I'm not too concerned. And usually, you know, there's different controversy about running a sway bar or not running a sway bar. To be honest, I haven't felt much of a difference, especially with these tighter springs. So if you need to take that sway bar out, don't be shy. Just run tighter springs and it'll feel basically the same. So anyways, guys, I think that is a wrap up. As I said, I want to get Goldie going, but it's money. I need a new transmission for it. I need a CDO9. I want to buy the adapter kit. It costs money though. Everything costs money. Money, money, money. Huh. It's tough. Building cars costs money, that's for sure. Yeah, but maybe one of these days I will you know, I'll hook all this up and get it running and just put a day permit on it, and we'll go for a cruise in Goldie, because it has been a while. It would be nice to get the fluids flowing and stuff, not just, you know, cars are always in the worst shape once they sit for a long time. You don't want to let your car sit forever, because cars like to be ran. You know, everything keeps lubricated and running properly like it should. So yeah, lots of stuff to come for the channel, guys. I will do I'm gonna be doing a Q&A video, actually. So put a question that you guys want to ask me in the comments here. Anything you guys are curious of. Next video, I'm gonna just go through all the YouTube comments and answer a bunch of questions. I know I'm really bad with that. I'm sorry, I apologize, guys. I need to get to replying to your comments more often. Busy life though, lots of stuff to do, and yeah, so that's about it, guys. Like and subscribe for boiled Volvo eggs. Peace out.